Beli pi baro sasisi ipidang subhai pi syakani ke program ke Kynta ki Samla kabalawara shapi da ke Bosco Media Network. Ini ke program ke One Life nandina studio jong ka Bosco Media Network pat pila ban bu yaki jing ai mesin ki jing ke shan jopi pat ki jing ke li jopi na ka por shakapor. Bat kumjuru pila ban pet na ka lilangki cable un number aspa nyob khandai. Tementang kasni hakanikerensan ni pedang bat impedi tu hang dia ya ikong Shannon Dona Massar ibadai I founder but I director jong ka Peit Foundation te hindiat in sipatai lingkot ka ni ka Peit Foundation ka de ka kinhun ka baju tray mansubha ha ka bayadai ban penyo ya ka hok long try jongki khna ki khulung ki samla kanthe ba kisendang ba kin ay ki la jingada ha ka long rinjing juki ka ba la kasngi pat kumjuru ya ki khna ki khulung ne kinu ki bla ngat ha ki jing sha thombor ki jing ma ki jing sniu ha ki imlang salang ti ki babun ki jing pesai halo kan kamat in sa pesai di kong Shannon Dona Massar tu kebrisi bun yang sasisin kong Shannon berpelak-pelak per khang banwan syakni ka program ti shwa benginya ya syakmat ba kata ka jingya keren sani jungi halo kan kamat jungi mentakasngi ipini hindiat I presentation sepang ka jingya nanti jongpi hakan ka Peit Foundation. Ya kumba kha sans nam tam ila treasure ham banyada ya ka hok ki khna ki khulung bat ki samla kanthe nation rang bat ila ju tray ru bat ki wede ki organizations ne ki kinhun hamumbai ila ju dan bantaru bat ka state child protection society kum I program manager jong ka society but kumjuru kum iway na kidukhat jong ka Meghalaya State Commission Protection of Child Rights. Kani ka kinhun ka ay shibun ki laji hikay banyadaya ka hok ki khulung ki khna pat ka jingsngan jong ki pat kamtam hakikam jing thambor hakajala Meghalaya. Hausnam arajar arpulai ka Peit Foundation kala yo ru ya ka kusnam kabla tip kum ka Global Fund for Children Dignity Award. Tu kita tang ki mat lingkot ki bangi pin I hakan ka presentation hari ki ba khambun ki phang ki ba ikong Shannon isa pin sha hakan ka insan kan salong ka ba ya tan ne chakmat te kabli shibun biang kong Shannon ya ka je pelak pojoki te sha bangina ya kam sakmat kam indak mo ka ba kam sani susu ya kata ka foundation jo Shillong fin batai na du ningkong hadu mantak ka ba I men si me fi ka ba tik me si me pi ba pelit chakane ka feel chakane ka profession chakane ka kam ba pin ai ke la jinga da ki khulung ki khna
kabli shibun ya pi ba pila ai ya nga ba ya ka NGO jong ni ya kini kalat mo ka platform ka ba fikot yang fikot subhai ni ka peningkong kalong ba yang kalong ba ha ka por mga tre ha bombe ngatre halor ki pangjang kata ka ki omo ka anti trafficking mo ha ka to ka por I was so involved mo in terms of rescue, rehabilitation, reintegration work mo jong kini ki kana bat ki women mo those who have been trafficked mo pa trafficked in Habombe Kato kapor I realize ba kipun ba ki kanatik ba wana Northeast women also who've been trafficked from the Northeast kapenlong yang nga ba nga try ako to kapor kalong I need to come back nga haban wan pa siya yung mga yo ban try halor ka prevention o dong ka kam ka bangi try manta it is prevention work even though ni try halor ki pangjong ka child sexual abuse handray kidi kita ki risk factors lan ki vulnerabilities mo ki bala ban penlong ki kun ki jong ki kana ban ngat hakum kini kan tinolo kata ngat try ka jing it jonga ya ka chat ban rio mo na banta ki kun ni putat pa na banta
Laway
ki na banta laway jong ki kana ki kun ki jong kata ka penlong yang ba ya ka kunhon ba ya ka NGO bro ka nong ka way kan ba kumno bang idan ka pengin try na ka banta ki kun ki kana jong
Kani ka Peit Foundation la seng ka haus nam ahaja khatlai. Long batay na mabangai ila mapia dan sanggut ki kentai mo ba sengya kani ka Peit Foundation te hakano ka dur pia one kata ka idea ban bimi ka ka foundation.
Matrai, you know, we've had these discussions more. Nila ekren, ni deki kumunang ni we know each other. We are friends and family in some way or the other, ne. Te kapoy bani ekren yang ni hap ban sedang mo naman ni realize ba ke kam ka bangile le sim dan bale ekni ka kam haka hamegalaya. Ho ki bon ki NGO ki batray mo tamani ni sungtho ba nabanta specifically nabanta ki khana again but man focus ba haka child sexual abuse na exploitation impat daran ki NGO tingi kung ki ta kanhon ni ong bato why not come together and do this work and nathai ka it was a big risk ka bang ishimte kung ka as a group can like leaving our jobs and saying okay we have to start this. So I think it's takada we named our organization Faith also. Like faith is because faith is the faith that we have there. We already have in ourselves, the faith that we have in the work, the faith of the people that also supported us. Not do masdang teng ngasih perkat berkumu ngakendo ikini kibriu ki bahaduk menta ka jingya dan tijung ki don back there. Like they're always there for us.
Ki lofin pesah hinjat kum ki pa ki jat activities bah ka Peit Foundation ka juwala na kapor hadu mentaro.
Nado bangi sedang hiya ka NGO 2013 ni sedang ya ka program ka baki ni ka personal safety education program. Kadika life skills program ka bangi hikai ki khna shapang bakin so tho ya ladi. Shapang ban so tho ya ka met jong la jong. Ban so tho ru kan long more on self-awareness, body positivity, and also bakin song talk kita ki safe and unsafe touches, lani ki safe and unsafe situations mo, nambar bangi ni realize ba babun hi ki khana ki dan kami kini ki jing hikai khanang ba kila bakin report khanang ba kila ban yadayal de hot kata ka burden ko man ong no ka jing yadai ka de ban yaki khana ki de ban aki kimi ki pa kata ka government but the community as a whole tambah kadang ka benta yang ni pada bangin yo bangin ai kita ki jing hikai te kata ka information ka bangi ai kalong very age appropriate mo le ni crunch pang child sexual abuse ni bingi ong kani ka de kata ka child sexual abuse mo ku mangin batay ping hikai ki khna na do ki class 1 na do class 10 di kita ki sessions ki bangi ai mo as an organization we've already developed a curriculum the per class let's say we have 9 sessions. So we cover all of that. We cover gender, we cover their body, we cover sessions on sexual reproductive health. We cover topics like online safety. We cover topics also bikin sung ba let's say la dadon kanu ka lat lani kanu ka situation they for them to understand that this is unsafe and then for them to also ban identify ba manu ita trusted adult ibangila bangin inform la ban ikmik pa la ban de hikai takadaw long ni hikai ba ki school tamani song ba schools are it's a second home te yaki kana mo they spend their waking hours in a school kan ki bon ma kita ki sessions ki bangi ki topics ki bangi cover but mainly around safety and protection and for them to report and because she seemed like important means they're seeking help and they're able to get help kan
hadu mentak nutli ki school ka ba foundation ka la jo ka ba
so far Emma and Olfi we've worked in about intensively in about 26 schools more 26 na 27 more and how ikini ki schools la identify the government the education department post covid pada ni sung tho ba long ni hab bang ni reduce kita ki schools tina ka actually na kita ki 26 schools ni reduced to 10 schools hang ni ha Shillong ni ong ba why not build a proper model kan namba long we can take this model pada to other schools kan all over Meghalaya ting ong ba will work intensively will learn and then we'll engage children better. Nama bangi song tu ba ki programs ki bangi le hot ni le mangi. Hendre ki ideas bangin so to ke situation yo ki kena ki long kum no ni hap bangin yo sngom ni ki kena hi ni hap bangin sngap ki kena hi ti shwa bangin design ni ki curriculum jong yiru ni le ki proper assessments ba ki kena ni sngap tho na ki what is safety to them, what are the safe and unsafe places, what do they understand about their bodies more, based on that but then we design a curriculum. That's what we do.
Habadi ba kata pa kumlu fijia ai kata ka support ke jikishan ni kini ki bangat mo ko ba kata ka kita ki jat kami ki jing kamu bor kumlu fiju ai kita ki support ke jikishan ba ki long pat ki advocate ki nolak advocacy pat ka pedi ba ka rights juki ka hok juki ha
te ka baning kong ka long ba because we're dealing with children no it's the survivors of child sexual abuse mo kata ka de ka other part of the work that we do ni habanya tre ba ka government. There's already a system, a process in place based on the POCSO Act, based on the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection Act of Children. Ye tre bhabat ka District Child Protection Unit. Te lada ki don kinu ki cases. Te usually ki aibit na ka government kan yangi. Ba okay ka don ka case and then you handle this case. So we're being given that role of a support person. Te ni haban le counseling, ni haban le kini home investigation report in counseling umde tangi ki kena ya ka family ru dila ki haban cha court ru a team member who's a support person will support that child guide and be there with that child and of course like our main goal and main aim is how do we able to empower these children and we've not reached that stage honestly in terms of these children but we're trying to be that support that of course whatever has happened to them it's never their fault so that's something that we keep telling you and I think that is one way that we can empower them better so that they'll be able to with dignity can I will be able to go through a journey of healing so that is the kind of support actually that we're offering and we're just 11 years old as an organization
mo fi amanen mo fi tre lang ba ki government ki jap organizations ba kum nuru kolong ka jete ju fi bat ki we pa long no kum ki nok shno wa kum no kolong ka jinga te foundation
te ba ki nok shno ni le ba ban conduct ni ki awareness na ni sensitization program pan so thoi ki halon ke ka child sexual abuse bale ka jia kum no ka jia but empower ki dakataka information mo dakataka ba khnang bakin kirukin nang bakin respond te mangi so tho ba as an NGO ho ni laban ai ka information and kinong ai ka ka hok pa de ni ki khana ki mi ki pa ka community ka shnong ka government mo the nalokata another thing that we also do is we run campaigns bangi involve ki community long ya kumnog bangi la bangin reach out to more people tinge tre hi ba ki youth in the communities ni tre hi ba ki ki women's group la ni ki long kame la ni ki seng samla mo ki seng samla shong ki shong ni involve ba ki way ru ki institutions ru ken even institutions like Martin Luther Christian University, St. Edmunds, many other institutions also. So we try to look at it holistically kung mabungin involved ya bara
te kum ka foundation lu amanda ki don kini ki life skills ki khna fi provide life skills ki khna nang ta ki personal safety ki to program fi provide ki to umtanga ki school kum ju ki child care official provide ma
childcare actually we don't work directly in childcare institutions because the government already has people already in place there. We focus by schools and then responding to to these cases that come more. Apart from that, we try shiki Shillong shiki villages, no shiki shari boy. Ka approach to ni kalong different. Amar bakadang kajaka, like this community. We use sports as a means, but again, kung bangin build a leadership pada jongki kena kantay hoi mentani lang yatay tambi kena kantay ni kwaban one right ki kena shan rang hoi kasi ni haban address bone fiki issues like safety ka sexual reproductive health baki on teenage pregnancy and we realize that ni haban yatay bat kena kantay shan rang hagi schools rukum jo ni focus but not just on we focus children but both girls and boys ni so tho bang ni don kami ni tre
teman kita ki life skills lo lang kita ki sports activities kita ki bikin seluruh communication seluruh
yes how can they
leadership
decision making for them also to just be assertive to say no, okay, I'm not ready for this or this is what I want. Kumenta mo la dengi kren chupang kata child sexual abuse la da GIA you know kena ila banong ni hikai kita ki safety rules also like saying no, do not keep a secret bakin dia ban buri kano but bakin inform yaki bahe but bala kadang kano no ka jingkta ka baki snow kim snow long comfortable ba kata ka de ka balong unsafe kata ka touch but kano ka jingkta ka bakta haki kita ki parts jong ka body ki reproductive parts jong ka body la ni kita ki private body parts baki it's a big no can, and that is something that it's like a signal and a big alarm for them. But they have to then inform somebody who can give them that support immediately.
Kum ki pat ki policies ke bafujute lang lakalong national and international standards kan.
See, the thing is, when you're looking at the government, and there are already a lot of programs and schemes that are being run. Mo, pinapet kung ka RKSK program like health department. Di pinapet na ka school route. Ki schools route kidan kata ka safety and security program. Kadang ka adolescent. I think there's an adolescent school health program. There are already these programs that are running. We as an organization, we're only complementing. So when you look at it, we're already very much aligned to the programs, the schemes and the policies of the state and of the central Ken. As an organization, we're only complementing the existing work of the government Ken. Yeah.
The lofin bata hindi ki staff ni ki members ni ki volunteers from ataka foundation jo mo no ki geo edika education awareness ban pet hu pat la da don kono ka ki science ni ki dakishin ha ka jing thombo.
Okay, so firstly our team members they are trained, and common OEP the team members are trained also to prepare those curriculums when you don't sessions and modules. So there are many signs and symptoms actually that you can look at in terms of a child, if a child is being abused more. But the first and foremost, kat ba impact ong itu ikana ba I have been abused. We can't really say for sure that that child is abused. There may be many signs. For example, that you don't ikana at school, let's say high performance. Suddenly, you stop in the perform. That could be just one indicator. But for us, we may look at different indicators. But for us, as a team, we have to probe. We have any kran can be kena. Tilang ila ale kena PSEP sessions. Then ki kena ki one changi. They may ask us questions. So based on ngatai kalong very instinctive, based on kajing so jungi, should we probe more and ask more questions? Some children, they're very open. They'll be like, this has happened to me, Lani. I feel like this is unsafe touch. Well, that is one thing. Secondly is also kinong hikai also nitri no kinong hikai. So we do a lot of awareness and sensitization, but most of the cases lani ki kina refer yang ki bun ki kinong hikai ki refer ki of tip ni small ba there's something not right mo with this child, the behavior with this child. We refer, then they refer us for counseling. So we have a counselor and a counseling team, a caseworker also who then handle those cases. But at the end, it depends from child to child. It depends from situation to situation. But there are many indicators that we can look at. Nila bani iki kana kiba long more open to speak sexually. The way that they sit, maybe it may look a little off. So in such situations, then then we go and we speak into children and keep on indicators can we can't really say for sure how do it can end up but this has happened.
Kasi kena ingin hablo open wa betul mo. Misalaban sutu yang situation kamu. Te habai dei bakade ka lukam am fimintan mo bifipit hu kena kamu fijupit kadika habdan ka category lada ka diha ka age nya kad ki fijudan kita ki category bifi have categorize ki age but ki kaji sampang ju kena na fipit hu hakano kodor.
See, children usually according to studies can ki ong ba and by the age of 5 kila along more susceptible, not susceptible. There are chances that higher chances that they can start getting abused. Okay, that is what they say, no. But of course, but you can't say no. Pentafin na pet bun ki cases teng dong ki kena ki ba alai snen ki lasha abuse. Okay. Exactly. Okay, they get abused. No, we don't really look at as such. Nama bak na try ka show ka development also. They jangan kena at that age. Nama pindah pet mentakum adolescents also. Their exposure is much different. Their exposure in terms of the relationships that they may have. Maybe they're dating somebody. Their exposure to online. More information that they get online. So kasyong, I guess it really depends kan. Tambah kasyong pa there from child to child, age to age. So that's why the kind of information that we give also is then that's why age appropriate and language appropriate. Sebab kita ni kami more open, laban kena more openly but kimo about what are the risk or the vulnerable factors. Laban kena more open to them about their bodies, puberty, changes, dating, healthy, unhealthy relationships. All of that. Let's say bagi kena barit pada ni haban tone down pada
Tekum lupa kalong ka jika tilang lupa kimi paru. Kimi pana tamen if you school teachers. No kalong ka jeng tilang ka response adu menta.
So far on PM kini ki schools ki bangi 3 they've been very open. They've been very open to us. No, think ka jinjari ban reach out Niki parents. But we also have to understand that they've got work, no? So sometimes when on ki one chiki programs jong ha school ka amangi encourage kan ki schools ki encourage ko mata ki dan ki parent teacher meetings ki khot ki then yo kata ka space na ka platform manya kran bat ki. So it's been very good honestly kan. It's been quite good. There are many challenges that we face also nama ba kadika topic ka belong very sensitive. Beliau kim kuat ban keren nama ba pindah tip babun sen kaji ahayen. And it happens with somebody who actually is known. The perpetrator is always a known person to the child. It's very difficult in such a topic. But I think over a period of time, nila iba kibru kilas tamban long more open te ban keren ban keli kan. O teng laban ong na kum ni kibru la dan nim tip ka topic nim long comfortable. We shy away. We're like, oh, we don't know that topic, so we don't want to talk about it. No, but there's a lot of silence, in terms of abuse happening. There's a lot of because children they feel a lot of shame and guilt because we want to hide it. No, ni kuat bangin buri kayak kabaja. Telangi buri kalau kayak hakajing perkajong kena kalau something that is shameful. Something that is wrong. That is
happening. If you ban nyarap rumo naraki buri ru. Ban ai sekilat jing ada ayu la daki buri.
Mentaman bakal awan kan ka Pokso Act. It's mandatory reporting more like ki don gino hikai batte gino ki breo ki what ki kena if they know they can report. But then I feel that it shouldn't be the act it shouldn't be the law that is forcing people to report long kadai ban one bit ka conscience kadai ban one bit nangi bangi kwa bangi nyarap i hebare mo I don't come kata ka jingera but ni day bangin report la ni ay kata ka jingada la ni ay kata ka support we don't come te. I feel like the law is there, it's important, but then how much will it push people te? You know?
Teru menta kum ka foundation kum ki ek jat campaign ha do banta ba phila ju don banta ha man ki Shillong ne ha ki school ne ha ki no ki ba phila ju banta
ti kadang ka campaign ka ba ni ju le ha u in the month of November starting 14 November to 20th November mar kadai ka kidi ki Children's Day, International Children's Day. So it's a 1-week campaign which is called the Child Safety Week campaign. That is one campaign that we've been running for the past 3-4 years, and of course, Kataka campaign it started by another organization in Bombay, and it's become like a worldwide campaign on child safety and child protection. Kadang sa kami ka campaign pada kabangi sedang mention senam It's called the My Safe Space campaign. This is the second year bungi run ye kataka campaign. Kataka My Safe Space campaign, we're running it in the month of April. The month of April kadai kataka Child Sexual Abuse Prevention Month. No? So we as an organization, we felt that we need to use that month and the importance of that month, so that's why we started that My Safe Space campaign. We run a lot of programs on that. We do walks, we have exhibitions, and then we invite
exhibitions Shillong ba I like
iki artists bakin display ki works junki around
expression
around child safety, around child protection, around child sexual abuse. I mean, what it is that represents through their work, and because sometimes in chikran also it's pointless but then if we're able to have creative ways and means of engaging people on, different people yeah. And as an organization also, like in the chiki schools lecture based, but we're doing a lecture we engage them through we use snakes and ladders. We've designed in such a way that children learn about their rights, learn about menstruation. We use comics. We teach children how to draw comics so they tell their own stories. We use artwork as well. Kumno bakin map iki bodies jonki bakin so tho. What are the different kinds, different parts of the body. So we use artwork. We try to use creative means. We've used dance movement therapy also with the kids, for them to be able to express, their bodies and unsafe touches. But just through dance, of course, we have facilitate based on what we want.
Movement,
gestures, So as a team, and we've really moved in such a way. Lecture based. How can we use creative means of engaging children? But not just lecture based. We have a cohort of teachers when we train. For exposure visits, Sadar Police Station, Meghalaya State Commission for the Protection of Child Rights, CWC. Nobody can engage, but so it's never lecture based. We try to make it as experiential as possible.
Kan dia meneru batka katuka ba fila yo kita kiri pos mo kita kiri pos ba finyo na ki baja ki kena tai kumno fiju shim kita kiri pos analyze kumno ne fiju le kumno hakum ka foundation
in analyze in what way?
Analyze like reports ba fiyo mo diki kena kada cases kum ta ba jane kena no kum do fi as a team fi ju pe kita ki statistics amam ta ki statistics number ju ki kena ba sha fe kata this year or as compared to another year kum ta
so actually most of the data very recently actually Meghalaya State Commission for the Protection of Child Rights, they've been doing that analysis of data. So, and then of course there's the Meghalaya Police that already has data. So for us is looking at that data, looking at the National Crime Bureau records, data that we try to then analyze. And actually when you look at it, every year there's always some news or the other, some data that's being put up actually. No? The proper data that has come up so far as of now, till the end of this March, kadai na Meghalaya State Commission. Kidon kumba 2,000 something cases, 2,000 plus cases. I don't quite remember the numbers. About 1,984 pending cases in court. And this is data, but that is, of course, we always rely on government data, not on the data that we have, because how much of these cases are we handling, no? Just a small fraction that we handle.
Ini aku akali kami ni aspang tu personal safety education program. Akan tu kau long pi kawan kini ka long jadi kai kena apa firman kini ka model program dia kini ka model. Akan tu kawan kini ka idea bahkan klik haka foundation bahkan apa segi school seni segi communities.
So Wakan mau hapong atay habang BM kidon ki organizations that they use life skills education. Hausnem 8,000 how usam araja kat line mo. When we started, it was like one time session. Ni like ni shu ngatai ni prepare, and we of course we do a lot of research and ni adapt ni curriculum mo. Tambah how araja kat sao. I got this opportunity to go for this conference and then I met this woman there and she works with these Aboriginal communities in Australia, no? Indigenous peoples in Australia. And then so she developed a curriculum, and I think they were very, very specific working with on the prevention of child sexual abuse. Try because we know that cases through kilasan ban kio long kum no ni learn na ki ni adapt na ki, so she was able to share some of her modules with us, some of it which we can use, some of which we cannot use. Naman bang habban design ni ki programs ni ki modules based on this context. Ni la ta bin chu share ni chu copy paste kom
mar ka we ru culture ru ka de ka ni shide ka culture ni la pher na ki
exactly
khana san ni ru ni la pher ba ka jinglong khana sha we mo
ka dei ani habban pe du hang ni ka por ka nu ni yo ba ki khana nama ki school su ki don laki ki routine tingi habban kita based on hadu kat nu ni la ban le kat nu ka por ni la ban le ni habban sung thu ki khana ba pli jong we work in government schools there. How do we cater to that population, no? Alam ta kan tingi habban design tinga try ha utu 2014 mga yo that opportunity to travel again and then gain that exposure. It was an eye opener for me mo. Then apart from that, over the period of these many years, and we've networked with a number of organizations. So our team also, they've gone for exposure visits, we've been trained. So every year we're always building our capacity. We know everything, no, we don't know everything, but we're learning things. Learning training. We're always in the learning process.
If you amana ba feel like research ke have I begin research come no future like research findings observations.
So actually, you know what, so far like when it comes to child sexual abuse, we've not done any research, no, because it's a very sensitive topic, and research, how do we research in the sense if we were to do with children as an organization, we work on child protection, so confidentiality is something that we maintain. So and nilong very as an organization nilong child protection, child safeguarding, that ek program ka bangile they do not cause further risk to any child. Namahoy recently usnam arajar way shaban stanka COVID. We did a study in the communities shaboy just to understand the perception jonki kumno ken song tho on child sexual abuse and teenage pregnancy, but it was with just 3-4 communities, and I think we learn a lot. We feel that kadang ka gap in terms of dissemination of knowledge, you know, like many of them don't kimbon kim tip
education awareness ke
kim tip kumno ken respond ke. Did we see that gap ken? But and also there's that taboo, no, long ka ki ong ke ka kasing am tiba ka taboo te. I don't know how to say it in tambalong ba nimde yung crunch kang gani kada ke balong. It's a secret, but it's not a secret, it's an open secret.
Tudin no ra akong kata banyak kerahian sa
di tamangi mata we getting good response pa din taki kmi ki bang ye trash te shaboy ki amatangi ko ban tip kumnungin hikay ki kunjongi chipang ki safe and safe touch kumnungin hikay ki kun sama jongi ba lade ka por last time ke samla ban poi banai kajingi yat brio kajingi shong brio ki last time man long mo open te
ora ra kita ki jingkeli ke
ho na ma ki ong ba long ngingi ong ki ong ba kan no ngingin le am di kadika kamram
ki meki pa ba kum juru mangi simen mo habdan ko jong ko rule begin ya long active.
It's nice to see that they ki long ni ko man tip kum no ban kai ki konjong
should ki bashid should kwa yo information film ba calling should ba call should ki bashid pan information fi
the so far menta should ki ba phone yangi ki phone ni but very recently, post COVID mo, so to ba, to pon kaya na ban HK schools, we started a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Then very recently also, nilas man long more active for Instagram, but her Facebook, and we're seeing good response. Na Facebook nilate, I mean the number of people that are reaching out to us, asking us questions. They saying, believe in one Shillong jong donkey school so nakinong kam donkey on believe in one, believe in try lang. We see that as a good response. Kini
Kilawan syakmat.
Kilawan. Nambar kini information ki bengi IM ni aki belingkot tambah ki belong very impactful. Di ni snowball ka ni good response kan ki on bani kani ka jing hikaya ka deke ikibadan kam. We're talking to them about child rights, we're talking to them protection, we're giving them simple tips.
Platform ki ruwo bikin yo banyak sementara kinu bikin ngurem no. Ya sementara hakinu ki events ki platform.
Yes. It's good. I mean, it's something nilong namabab, when you pindong NGO bon kikaran iyo tambah na snowball kata ka content ka bang we've put forward kan.
It's back in social media.
It's something that people are relating to.
Maka-response ka biang kay ko. Hindi ba ide ba ka funding leni ki finance mo kung ka foundation kung mo fi handle.
So namabang ide ka non-for-profit mo and non-for-profit organization the bon ni haban depend on grants. Grants, it means we have to apply for funding. We have to write proposals. So there are many funding organizations that we write to and they're supporting us. So manta kadang syukut ke Global Fund for Children. So we just received the award from them mo Katukati Community Award. Nidang ka Paul Hamlin Foundation which is from UK, and then we have Shadika which is from US. Then we have another funding organization which is from India which is called the Azim Premji Foundation. Di kung tahi ka ngihap ban yet ka funding namar bangi depend ba ka grants ne mangi it's not a business no, it's a not for profit work that we do.
Hindi ako maumuntan award ba fiyo Global Fund for Dignity for Global Fund for Dignity Award araja apulay ne tilong kinsam ka to ka ba long ya kan ka foundation ba kanyo ka award.
The Kynta Global Fund for Children was our funding organization. Karang syukut. And we work very closely with them. And I think what I can say is that they have a lot of admiration for the work that we do. They every year kiju select ki organizations, ki partners jom ki baki support. Man pick which organization they feel that deserves this award. So 2013 they felt we were deserving, we were selected, and then we said taka award kan. Every year they always select one organization that they fund.
Keep it like performance.
Keep it, how because they've been supporting us for 5 years. Over the journey with them for 5 years, nilong kumno, and then they learn about our work. Hindi tang kapisa ka baki ay ni makiru de ang kiyo
kajingikan markeliang.
And it was encouragement no nabanta jong ni bangin yo ito ka award kan we felt good for the work that we've been doing for children.
Dahado man ta kung ka foundation ki pat ki campaigns ni ki programs ka ba fi don ka jing tmu nani siya kamat no da.
So pitipan mi ka bamanta ni kuha ba ka ni ka PSE program mo ni small ba ka damkam ba each and every school in Meghalaya should implement it. That's our goal. And hood kung ka NGO let's say nilaban nung reach out to all these schools, but bakum nung nilaban let's say work with the teachers in the schools mo ba kinohikay hikide kita mo they're there in the schools.
Ka school ka di ka second home.
Ni kuaro bangin lang ikibiki NGO so kung no bangin provide training yaki kila bakin take forward rai kan ka program jong ki schools ki baki tray lan ki shnong ki thau ki baki tray haka jo ka poru ka be ka jing thmu jong ka long bala da ka school kala ban implement ya kata ka child safeguarding policy ne ka child protection policy balong kinang kene ka policy even at the school level kan bakini ki schools they'll take it seriously more, but you don't get a policy ni hak banyele kat ban ke bangile, it should not cause any harm, any risk, but we always have to provide support and protection to children on different levels, no? Not just on child sexual abuse. So katahi kata kadika jingtmu. Yes, we really wish that the state to take it up, and we really want to, that is the big goal that we want, that each and every child should get personal safety education in Meghalaya. Naman ito yung Meghalaya.
Tiku ka ngaso ka long kabodan kam si Shannon ra katahaki. Man ni kisku ngaso hadu kini ki bala kam he du ki classroom ngaso ka long ka ba gidan kam na ra mo. Haba fidan matahakum kini ki foundation ko ita I founder but I director jong foundation te nakala jo fiki e pa ki jimentor ba piyo pat nakate ka ba fila tre hadu mataki ki jimentor ba pishan pat.
I think ka jimentor nga slow hanga shimet am kalong ba kamde ka jimentor actually it's my passion te, it's my calling that brought me to this space kan bangan tre kan ka kam. That is one thing mo. Ka jo ka poru I feel like, you know, as a leader, I feel that I wish that I can inspire more women to be able to take up something for the community, to be able to do something for the community.
Kindan ki decision making nakaliang ko
yes, that they can be. I feel that women can be in the forefront of anything. That I think they are already born leaders. So that is what I think I dream of learning nakwa man UI. Kajo ka poro nga tayo ka team jongi nga iba. We are very young. Mo ka team is very young. And most of it kuman ang mga ito all women. Of course we have men, but we need more men also to be part of this, you know, part of the organization, part of the work that we do. Katahi, I can't say there's much jing mentor. I mean, honestly, we don't get paid that much as non-profits.
Kalau kajumut to ya ka imlang kasalang mo.
Yes.
Kanti katahi namakum ka kumong ka foundation kadi ka mapi pi tri na mansubhahi mo. Hindi na ka mansubha na mantangi simen hindi na mataka jing bhaka jing ya jo ka imlang kasalang.
Kade. Ang pitip ang porba ngasno ba hadin mga yo ikon ngasno kadang kata jing shit rahmte ba I have to work more because I have a child now, no? I understand, no? Kad ka one day hanga bang haban pre shitom shushu nagtaki kana
kada ako li shibon kong Shannon ba fila sam shibon ki jing ai jumbo jopi kumni ru ka joding la yo shibon ki taki jing ai ki jing sam jumbo jopi ha bai de ba ki child protection rights mo ki la jing ada ki kana mtang ki kana khulung kum ju ki bala hela sanya ba ro mo human rights mo ki omo ya ka hok long tra jung ki brio te ba shopping in ko in program ka tu ba pin ai ka message ka khubor kham tam ki ba pe ya ka program jing mi tas ki
shibon ka message ka banga ay mo kata ka khubor ka banga ka ban ay ka long ba banga try ba nabanta ki kon ki jongi nabanta ki help ki bare jongi bangin yen bete we will fight for their rights, we will stand up for them. I think they need all the support that we need. But there shouldn't be any reason or bangin ang baong yung na manirap ini kana. But bangin yet kita kilat kilinti ban ay kata kajira. Ya lada ititang iwe ru. Ita ya ibarat. Tang kata.
Hindi pas magkinikitin sa ko to message mga klikli iwe jingkli ibang kwa kli hana do bang video jofi campaign di success story jofi kum ka foundation ka ba fila ya kundu hadu manta kundu ka success story le ka success campaign ka ba fi kum ka foundation fila ya kundu le fi mat fila jusham.
I think success for us is when individuals, adults, let's say I can't name, no? Ajudong kibawan siya kamatban ang ba, this has happened to me and it's through the messaging, through the message of this campaign that I've come forward. I feel that is success. Namaba ni na expect ni kana abaret ng balong ni iba yaki be able to express fully and come forward and share that this has happened to me. And not just that, I think many people that we've met can. So, ni ba katuka messaging, katuka campaign that we're running, that people are able to come forward and say this has happened to me when I was a child, that I feel that is something a success. That means they see the importance of the work that we do.
Bishubul kong Shannon ya ka jing sam jo phi ka story jo phi pang foundation kum juri phi shme ka jing alti jo phi bat kum juru na kalyang jo ka Bosco media network room iket bok yang ya phi bat kum juri ka foundation jo phi ba phenang sani phenang pan bha shu ya ka kam ba phenang wara shu shibun ki campaign program sani kita ki program ki balong haru kom bangin slur bangin wan shakhmat ha bai dei ba kali ka child protection rights ba ka long hop jo ki bre.
Thank you so much, Bishibun.
Tinggal apa yang saya jaga ni program, tekum bayi ong I kong Shannon, Dona Massar, ila asam takas ni siapang ka ni ka child protection rights, kaba I kum ki beri rumum di tengki kelung kena ni belah lah asam nungin yo lah kita ki rights ni kita ki nong kum lu ki lat jingya dal ni ki bangi ki nong kenti jongi ki ba kadi ko hok jongi ha ka jing em jongi ki bro de ka ka ba isam ikong donaru kalong ka ba pro jumbu je pakhat ni baro ki ba damata ni ka studio but lada don na pren jopi manu ki bakwa tip khamria ashpang ka ni ka Peit foundation ki mat puson ka ba phikwa ban kali ki jingi kai shu ka ba impat yo ban kali bha shu ka ni program nu phila ban let ndol ane phila ban contact ya ka ni ka Peit foundation ka sa ashibun ki workshops ni ki programs ki la jingi kai ha ba de bat ki ni ki child protection rights bat kunjuru ya ki ni ki la jinga da hak kam jik thambon ane ha ki jingma ki jing sniu ha ki em lang ka salam Bishibun ni saya syam yang pat hak away ke program, bat hak away ke tayo.